Hi back again. Look start. Today we want to make, I call it master house. That is this house here. We also done that here as a post, and that is the building behind. That is the master house. We don't have other pictures from that, so that must be enough to build that. Good. At first we take here the stuff from the other projects. So I make another Blender open, the old project. That was the first house that we built. That here. From that we need auto graphic view. Go here. We go here back to default mode. Disable the camera. So we need these sidebars there. So that here, that, and maybe from the back could be good. So we have variations there. Control C to copy that and bring it in our new project. Control V to plug in. So we have them there. Let's get them a little bigger that we see them later. So what we also need is some roundings around the windows there. So we look at the first one, what we have there that we can use, but I must look where we have it on the other layer, maybe. Yeah, here's another layer, and that is enough, so we don't need all of that. So we simply can delete some of these parts. With background selection with all this stuff. Wow, that was one too much. Okay. So that should be it. There's window stuff behind. So we have to delete that also. Good, so we have a window here, but here is something mysteries, so we delete that also. That is such a window stuff. So we can Control C, copy that and bring that in the new project. Control V, plug it there, so we have the window there too. Then we need a normal window there. I think in that part here we don't have such, but I know one where we have them, and that was the house 4, I think. So we will open that. House 3 or 4, I think 3. We open that. Not the right ones, but better than nothing. Take that here. Control C to copy. Oh, it is an instance, so we have to take the original. So that is the original. Control C to copy, and then go to the other project. Control V to plug in. So we have the window also there. So I think that was all that we must copy. Oh no, here are this under the roof there. They are from the project with the tower there. So we take the other project, file, open. That was the tower something there. Must look good. Second entrance, no. I think we can take this door gate. There we have them. That here. We should take them completely. So Control C and plug it into the other one. Control V. Oh, not the complete one here. Back. So we only need that. So P to separate the selection. Then we have only that one. Set the origin to geometry and Control C to copy and bring it to the other project. Control V to input. Good. Next one we can take from another is here this hole to cut in. That comes from the first house that we built. So add a file, open house 1. There we have that. And there must be on the second layer this door gate something there, but it isn't. That is bad for me. Have it on third. Oh, okay, then we have to do it the other way. Then we take it here. That is that what I would. Okay, so Control C to copy and bring it to the new project. Control V, plugin. Good, that is enough. File, save. We can close all the other projects there. Good. So now we can start to model a little. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts in this window there. 4. We have here 3. So we give them one more. So bring that back. I think one of them is singular, that one is singular, so we can simply take them. Then we can take here the wood selection with background and make their 4 same distance faces of glass. So that should be it. But that are 3. Yeah, and we need 4. Wow. I'm not really awake in the moment, so Shift D. Good. So we make it here a little bit smaller. And here too. And maybe there. And there. Okay. Come near. Good. That is this window there. That has 2. And that has 3. And that has 2 again. So we simply take that, Shift D, make a copy of that. Important is that we get the user data here and the object data and delete here the group, because we don't have in this project here group, so we don't need it. Good. Then we need here a second cut in, so that means we simply make that longer and then take that here double. So we can take them, Shift D, and place it. There. So then we can make that shorter. And I think when we have here quads, that looks better than rectangles there. So we make it to quads size. Yeah, here that was nice too, but we can't. That is then too small, but we tried. Yeah, it's not so much smaller, so we do it. Okay, so we have these two types of windows. Then for these round holes, windows there, that is very tricky stuff there. That is 4 parts of windows and they are cut then, yeah. So they are this one. And only the first one has this 3 counted one, the other are singular with 2. Good. So is a 3-stage house. So we add mesh, a cube, scale down, scale X. That is enough. That should be the base structure. Then we bring in here loops 2 times for the stages. So we have 3 stages there. Perfect. Little scale in the X, that the proportions are correctly. Good. We done that too. So we need here change the color to see which stages were. So we give them here a simple something red, and but only for one part, and the other should be white or something. Good. So we make that here white, and then we see the stages, so we can better cut in there. For that I use that. So these windows that you see there are only the top part of a circle, not more, not less, and a little outstanding straight part. So that means we can take that here, Shift D, and simply make that here a little bit shorter. That should be this window that we need there. It don't look so in a moment, I know, but don't worry, be happy. So we take the outer line and Shift D, that should be the window. So can P separate the selection. Now we have only that left, so we can delete here all what we don't need, and only the last words here should be closed. So we can select all after close. Then we set the origin to geometry and extrude it to the back, but before we should delete that words there. So that should be the base structure to cut in our mesh there. So Shift D, we make a longer one for the first window. That isn't a window, that is a door, but it looks like the window, so that must be longer. That's it. So object apply rotation scale, here the same, object apply rotation scale. Then the base structure, where we have them, here this, yes, how many windows there are, the door and 4 other windows, and between them is the half of window space. Okay, so that must be it. Then we take here simply a modifier, array modifier, give them 4 counts and bring them to the side. That should be it. Apply it so that we want cut in the house. Top view. That is a little bit out of order, so we go in there and print to the right size. Okay. Now we have to make the base structure as great as we can cut it out. So I think that can be a good size for that. And now we see for what we need is colors, so we see where we cut in. So that can be it. I must look what we got in the original. How far is it from the ceiling? How far from the bottom? It's near to the bottom, near to the next stage. So that is here the same, that is okay. So we can join now them both together there. Then we have to again apply the rotation scale of it and from the main object. Then we take the name circle 2 and we get here the modifier boolean and say circle 2 and say it should be the difference and apply that. So now we have the windows colored in there. That we can move now to the second layer. File, save. We can open it up so that are our faces there, and these faces we don't need. So we can X only faces, delete only faces. Now that is open and we can look in it. Good, we have changed some, so we must apply again the rotation scale. Good. Then we have at the second stage and the third stage the same. Yeah, but we must cut that in. So we get here one backside loop. For that we only take simply the last 4 words there, so that we have absolutely the same. Shift D and P to separate the selection. Now we have only to combine them with M and close that. That is the mesh we use to cut in. We need the bigger one too, so we take here the backwards there and Shift D, bring it to the side, P to separate the selection, get them, set origin to geometry, mark all with A and F to close. So the first one is this 3 counted. I said it before. We must look, there's a little space between, but that is then all. So Shift D, that is the base structure for the first window, and then the other ones, the simple ones, they are 4 for the simple ones. So we take that 4th one and give them a rate with 4 and look that the count is correct. So now we try to bring that on the position. So and each one should be as great as the as the outcutted parts there. So for that I decided that we make them close again. Sorry for that, but it's better to see them. Have to close, and we give them a yellow color. So I'll give here a yellow sign, so we see better what is over what. So that here means that must be more like that. You must look at the size of that is nearly the size of the door. Yeah, that can work. The distance between the next and the next is less, so we have to scale set. That is that. And then over each of them is the other one, I think. Yeah, that's completely true. So we simply can bring them over the others, but we take them the originals there. But I think they are too high. They are too high for me, so I scale them set. Such like that, that is better. Then Shift D, place one there, Shift D, one there, and so on. Don't know. That looks good for me. They are bigger. I think the lonely ones are bigger than the trouble one. So we make it other way. We delete them and scale them X. I think that can work. Shift D. So it's my choice, so we take it as it is now and join that together as one. Then we get all with A and bring that to a bigger one. Then we object apply the rotation scale of it and set the origin to geometry. Good. The name is Cube 7. So we take here the Boolean again, Cube 7, should be difference, apply. So we have that there, that is good. File, save as, new version number. Good. So what we see next is that the second window stage here that we have comes into the parts from the roof there. That means when you look there, the windows are over the roof itself. They are only in these parts of these top spikes there. So at first I want to make here the roof. So I take here the base mesh for the house and Shift D, that is our roof. That should be a little bit scaled, that it is greater than the rest of it. And then we make a middle loop in, Control R to bring that in and simply bring them up. Don't know how strong that is. It's 45 degrees I think or so. That is nearly that. Okay. So we simply can close that with F, and then we have the roof there. We bring them near to that point. Good. 5 save. So that means we need to cut in the front, but higher as the front. So that means the front must have extension to go up there. I must think about that. Good. For me that means we have to set loops. Hope we can do that here at the top one. Yep. Where we go out. So we get here loops in, not there. Control R, make a loop, go there to the window sides. That is the left window side, the right window side, and so we make it for all. I think that is the space of these spikes that come out there. Yeah, it's only at the sides of them. Okay, so we go on there. Control R, make this loop in. Must bring a little turn around to get here the right loop space. You maybe ask you why it don't loops completely through it, because we had done with the boolean, and when you have a cut into the topology, then it don't works. The topology is destroyed. That are not all quads. That are some n-gons that don't work with loops. And because of that, most say boolean don't use it. Better start model the whole and then go on with the whole itself. But each one is other. So good. I go back with the roof so I can extrude that upward. I must only look short where to build it. So we have a base socle. Then these things that I imported. And then we go up there. Okay, we will look. So we need another loop here. That goes about them. So that one can be good. So we can now get out the sockets there. Extrude and bring up. That should be the socket. Then we simply go more up. And then an extruded one. Okay, so simply go up the same. Then extrude and bring it up too. But then we want to extrude it there all the times there. So I mark them all and I try some that are now all individual origins. So we can take here the pivot point for the individual origins. Each one has his orientation now. And when we now scale, extrude, then we can bring them similar out. You see it here. That is a nice function for that. The only problem is we crashed here together. So extrude, make it a little bit nicer. So that is good. So we have done 5 objects in one workflow. That is now the bigger one here, and now we have only to bring the roof there up. So that means we make here middle loops in. Control R like ever. Then we can take here each one, the middle edge. and simply move them to this point there. Don't know how strong that is. It's 45 degrees angle there, I think, so that can look so. Good. So we have now the base structure to cut in there. But we changed all, so save first. Then we have to apply again, rotation scale. Now we have to look absolutely correct, that we don't cut there anywhere. We must cut correctly there. That is important. It's a little bit higher than the roof, a little bit, maybe 10 centimeter or so. So we should do it the same way. For me that is too small place there between. Let's look how many places is there between. The stone right there. Okay. That don't fit, so we have to make them bigger. So that means we can take that one here and make that so. Yeah, we get here a real problem, but we can make it other, so we make it there, and there's the same. Let's go wide over, and here too. Yeah, it looks mysteries, and it is maybe mysteries. I don't know exactly why. I think they are all in all too small. That may be the reason why it is such. But eagle, we must finish our project next time, so we have not the time to make here all absolutely. We simply try to, and later you run along the streets and see these houses, but you never look that way, that you check, oh, is this correct? Is this proportional with that? No, you don't look so. So here we can go more out, here too, so that we can get here this mystery thing down under. But it nerves me that here is the absolutely horror. But okay. No chance. No. Or we must move all along this axis there. That can be the... Wow. We should have with background selection. That is better. So when we go here a little bit to the side, then we can hold up that. But then we must move the windows all. But okay, that is okay to move the windows, but don't move that all here. Wow. Really annoying. Oh wow. I have forget here to activate this behind selection, so we only move the front or the back or some, and not both together. So I must now make it all manually. That comes from that when you don't think and do some. Yeah, that's every time. bad. So that should be a little bit more there, that more there, that here more there. So whatever. We let that now, but we must change the holes there. That means we need this one and edit them. So we can take here these parts and bring them there in the middle of each. Good. So I must change some before. I can't live with that. So that one, scale x0. Good. Then this whole line here, scale x0. Same here, scale x0. So we have an absolutely straight line then. There's nothing wrong then. That is absolutely values, so there can nothing happen. Yeah, that is when you work and you don't care about so much things there. You see it then later, oh, better it was, I tried it other way, but who cares? It's happened. So try to clear that and all is okay. Or let it, that is not the problem too. Nobody looks later from the top of a house or so. You don't fly over it. So I don't care about, yeah, here a little. Normally I thought that is a thing to build this house here for seconds, but now I see again everything or something goes every time wrong, and that takes the time to do such. Good. That should be it. And when you look at the top view, you see then that that is only the front. Behind that, that goes into the roof. So that means we have to get their point behind where we get that into. So that means we take here these lines. That is the base structure. So Shift D, make a copy, then close that all with F. Sure, that one too. So that should be the base structure of that. We simply scale that a little down and extrude it to the back. That is this part what I said to you, what is behind them. So we simply plug them in. Then we have that behind, look there, because that is only the front thing there, and here comes the other down under there later. So we make it here again. We take that part here, Shift D, get it there, F to close, F to close that too, get with L this complete object, scale a little down and extrude it backward. Now we can with L select them complete and bring them into. That we need now for the other two. So Shift D, place it there, go from top view so we see it better. Shift D and Shift D. Good. So that should be the base for that. File, save as. We take a version number. It's the 3 in my case. Ooh, wow. Good. So here with the roof we have the problem that the roof must come to the front. So we have to cut that roof. And to do that, look from the front and get then the loops in. You see they are not absolutely even, so we have to scale set 0 to set them here to a normal space, and the same on the other side to get it there. And then we make it for all those windows that we can extrude the roof beside them, between them. So not beside, between. Good. That was wrong. Good. So we have that. Now we can extrude the roof here on these spaces there. Or we take them simply as a complete one and bring them near to. Second option for that. Maybe the same effect. Don't know it exactly. It is the original. Go straight to. So that is the best way to do that. So we only have here to correct that, and then we don't need the loops there. That's better. So we go back, kill the loops there, and simply get here this to fit with the rest there. So we first take here this front side and bring them to over the front, and then bring that more to the right side that we have the angle again. Good. So we now want to cut. That here should be cutted into. Can make it a little bit higher. Good. We have to apply the rotation scale of the complete house. We have to apply it from the cut. So that is cube 7. So we take here modifier cube 7 difference apply. So the windows are in. Why that looks so mystery is because we have there much objects in behind there, but that we don't let like it is. We make there a deepness in, depth, or how you would call it. So I simply take here these outlines and extrude it to the back. That was no extrude. Extrude. Yeah, that is extrude. So that we have done, and that I do with all this stuff. But you must be careful, the points are near to the other, that you don't mark a wrong one. That's every time, you must have a look for that. But each often you do that, you will see through that all. It's like the Matrix. There it works. That was the only one where it works. Wow, really annoying. Good. So we have done all the holes, so we can move that here to the second layer and file save. So we have done the holes, we have done this stuff there, but you see here comes under this one thing there. We got that in from the other project, so that is simply that one. But we don't need the down parts, it's only one part that is like that, so we can delete the rest. It's only the top part that we need. Okay, and here we need come up there. So we make it simple. Bring that one out, and then make that longer by extruding, and bring that till the front, and done. So can bring that a little up. Then we make here a new Smart UV project in Unreal, and that is unwrap, not unview. So we rotate it, set 90 degrees. That is a little bit too long in the whole size. That means we take here the complete back and make it shorter. We can maybe scale it in the set a little. So, and that should become down under each of these windows there. So that means there must be one. Bring it down under. Yeah. So I think we can scale set a little. It was too much. That is okay. So object, apply rotation scale, and set the origin to geometry, and now simply shift D and bring one there, shift D one there, and well, that was the wrong one. Shift D one there, then shift D and rotate set 180 degrees, and then shift D, bring it till the other spaces there. So it all now it looks a little bit wired, but believe me, at the end all will be fine. File, save as version 4. Good. So we done the base stuff. Next time we only texture that and plug the windows in, and that's it. Okay. So thanks a lot for watching. We will see us in the next part of this tutorial. So see you. Bye.